Good morning, friends. Welcome back again to Mentor Guru. It's been a couple of weeks since I posted the episode on this channel as I was not well. So, in the previous episodes, we have covered about the project, program, portfolio, and also about their management, that is, project management, program management, portfolio management, and also we have understood how they are different and distinctive in their own way. So coming back onto the same series, that is project management series now. Now you may be wondering why this topic is, that is why a project manager. You may be wondering, since project is a teamwork, everyone can work together and deliver the project on time or whatever the case may be. But why we need a project manager for a project? You may be knowing already. A project manager is a person assigned who is assigned to a project well before the project team is formed or when the project is under a conception stage. That is the reason why we need a project manager. I will brief you with some justifiable reasons, then we will understand why actually a project manager is required for a project. So let's begin. It is all about sorry, why a project manager for a project. As I told you, a project is a teamwork or a collective effort which work for a particular purpose or with a particular objective to deliver a product or a service or a result as the case may be. So, in that way, as I already mentioned, it is well known that a project represents the collective effort of a team working together toward a common goal. The common goal is to deliver the objective for the intended purpose. With the purpose why the project was undertaken, the team will deliver together as a collective effort. Success depends on coordination and alignment with a defined plan. Coordination and alignment are the key words I'm using here because as we think in a larger scale or a bigger projects, there may be hundreds and 200s, 500s people will be working on a project. So integrating their responsibilities and making them to work as a team, it is really a hard task. You maybe already know it. That is the reason we need a proper coordination and alignment where they will work with a common objective that is defined in the project plan. To align these efforts effectively, to align these efforts effectively, a team requires proper direction and coordination. Definitely. How the people will work as a team, how they can align their objectives and responsibilities to deliver the project which may be in a larger scale. So in that sense, definitely a proper direction or a guidance or a coordination is required for the team for the successful delivery of a project. So in this situation, or this is where the role of a leader or a mentor becomes essential. The leader or a mentor whom we termed as a project manager becomes essential for this project, who will guide us through a proper coordination, integration, and proper mentorship to deliver the project on time or within any constraints given. The project manager is required to sorry, guide and motivate the team, definitely, ensure adherence to the plan and the timelines. He is the one who stick to the plan and the timelines set in the project plan. Resolve issues and manage challenges. Whenever there are issues during the project execution or the project duration, he has to intervene and resolve the issues, and whatever the challenges come on the way, he has to manage them. Steer the project towards successful completion. This is the most important role a project manager will play. Otherwise, the project will take into a different directions. Ultimately, the delivery will be haphazard or disturbed. Something will be delivered instead of a planned one. This is all ensures the success through leadership. The purpose of having a project manager is to ensure the project success through or under his or her leadership. A leader is required to motivate, guide the team for the successful delivery of a project. We may cover some of the other factors where a project manager plays his important role. Here are some of the others and additional role a project manager will play during the project duration as a leader, as a mentor, or a guide for the team. Plan the projects within the allocated resources and the constraints. That is the reason a project manager is assigned or appointed well before a project team is formed or during the conception stage where a project is just a given birth. In that case, a management will think of some project, and during that preparation they will think about a project manager also who can bring out his experience to plan the project within the given resources and the constraints. So project manager will understand in and out of the project from the initial stage itself, ensures all the scope and only the scope is met, and project delivery on or within time. Here you can see the scope and only the scope. What it means, we know the scope, whatever is set in the plan or a defined scope of a project, the project manager has to work within that and deliver the project according to the project scope. Only the scope means he should not add anything to the defined scope that may lead to extra cost or extra time or extra resource, you can say. That we will be covering something in a later stage. What is the only scope means the agreed scope should be delivered without any changes into that, so that 100% success of the project is ensured. Provides clear direction and leadership, that is the main role he has to play. Develops a structure plan for scope, time, and the cost. He will play a very important role in planning the scope and the time required for the project to complete, and also the tentative cost or the approximate cost at the initial stage the project incurs. Acts as a bridge between the teams and the stakeholders. Apart from leading the team or planning the project, one of the biggest tasks the project manager has to play is the coordination with stakeholders. There may be a number of stakeholders for the project. Each and everyone will be having a different expectations or different influence on the project outcome, and he also acts as a bridge between the teams as well, manages risk and changes effectively. Whatever the changes happening during the project, he has to make sure that the outcome should not be disturbed or deviated. Ensures on time, on budget delivery. Yes, the project manager either adds value or reduces risk by taking efficient and effective resources. He has to manage all the project risk during the execution, and also he should bring value to the risk as well. Some of the risk are positive to the project, that we will cover in detail later. Some of the risk play a negative role and some of them play a positive role. The positive risk brings some value to the project, that they add value to the project outcome as well. So in that way the project manager manages them in an efficient or effective way. He is a link in synchronizing the project team and the project processes, that is absolutely required. The other than that, what we can know about the project manager and what value they bring to the project. In that way, projects without a project manager is a suicidal attempt for an organization. Simply, it is understood that without a leader, project cannot run in a synchronizing way, because there may be hundreds of team players, team members working on a project with a different roles, different activities and different tasks they are managing. Integrating them on a common platform, bringing them aligned to the project objective is the biggest task for a project manager, as it is already mentioned. So without a project manager, project will not be a smooth run. It's definitely a suicidal attempt for an organization. In other way, we can call it as the team without a captain or a bus without a driver. Think about a bus without a driver, or think about a team without a captain. So, in the true sense, in a common language, what we can say, he is the driving force or a driver to the project, and also he plays as a team leader. Apart from that, he is accountable for every project success or a failure. Whatever the outcome comes from the project, he is accountable for that, success or a failure, both. Keeps the team motivated and aligned. Through his leadership qualities, he has to keep the team spirit high, motivated, and aligned to the project goals. Maintains quality standards and performance, reduces confusion and improves accountability, drives project success and customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is an important factor a project manager has to ensure from initial stage till the project completion, because stakeholders are the ones who are getting affected by the project outcome. Keeping them satisfied is a major task, or one of the tasks assigned to the project manager. The investment should be fruitful and should be worthy. A project manager turns vision into results. Whatever the vision a management is having for initiating the project manager will turn into results and bring value to the organization. Deploying an appropriate project manager ensures project success. That means selection of a project manager, it is a rigorous process based on the project expectations or the project type. The experienced and appropriate project manager required so that the project will run smoothly and ensures success. We know from the research or the market survey shows that more than 89% of the organization deploy a project manager for their projects. That is obviously required because, as it is mentioned, without a captain, the team will not run. Some of the other qualities of a project manager that we call it as a good project managers have an excellent enterprise mindset that makes them think beyond the managerial skills. This is very important for them. A project manager, apart from performing his regular duties as a project manager, he has to think as an excellent enterprise person, where his thoughts will be aligned with the management goals so that he can bring more value to the management vision. He also act as a medium, keep the information and knowledge flow seamlessly across the project circle. He is a communication bridge between different stakeholders and also between the team players. Whatever the thing is to be communicated according to the communication plan, he has to make sure that each and every individual receives their respective information as the project progresses. He also uses technical skills to control and win the team and also enhance the overall performance of the team. As he is a guiding force with his technical skill set, he can control the team and win over them, and also this makes to enhance the overall performance of the team. A project manager perform on a project or work on a project to complete the assigned responsibilities or the task. He has to make sure that project is completed within the time or on time and also completed within the given constraints and the resources as well. The other few key responsibilities that a project manager performs during the project duration are activity and resource planning. This is must. He has to gather all the required team members and he has to break down the scope of the work into different activities and assign them to project resources, that is project team, and he also plan the resources required to accomplish the project success smoothly. Organizing and motivating the project team, controlling the time management. Time is an essence of the project. As we know, if the project runs on a late stage or if it is getting delayed, that will incur more on cost, resources, and sometimes other factors as well. Risk may get enhanced, added to the project, that also incur some cost to mitigate them. Cost estimating and developing the budget is a key player for estimating and developing a budget for the project. Ensuring customer satisfaction, it is also already mentioned. Analyzing and managing the project risk, yes. Monitoring progress, managing reports and necessary documentation. This is one of the other important work he has to do during the project duration. What are the reports and necessary documentation are to be maintained? He has to keep them as a repository after the project completion. These documents will be used during a new project planning which is of a similar kind. That ends of this class or episode. Thank you very much for your time. Stay tuned to Mentor Groove, subscribe to the channel, and share to the concerned. Thank you very much.